Todd and Ashlie, your comeback story on The Amazing Race unfortunately didn't pan out. How far behind were you guys in the end?
From what we've been told, we were about 10, 15 minutes behind the last team to get to the mat. So not terribly far behind, but enough to get us out of the
Yeah,
race.
yeah. So sad.
They did the edit made it seem like a real foot race between you guys and Steve and Annalie, but not really.
Right. Well, the thing is like we were rushing to that train, and once we missed it by like 3 seconds, that last train, and we had to wait 10 minutes. And so they could have very well been on that train. We didn't see them. And then once we got in, they're like, yeah, you're about 10, 15 minutes behind them. So
Yeah.
like maybe the story would have been a little bit different if we caught that train, but just couldn't pull it out.
Yeah, and then we saw them also, struggling to get on the train they did get on because they were
Right.
Yeah, they got lost a lot. I will say I was kind of shocked. Like Todd, I mean, we found, I mean, our navigation on that lake wasn't
bad.
problem.
Yeah, that wasn't our problem. Yeah. So
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, did you know that those three teams got so lost looking for that station?
no, and that's why it's so nerve-wracking watching it. I was like, oh my gosh, like I didn't know that. Like, dang, because when we were behind, we were like, hey, there was like we've been talking about it. We're like, there was no place to catch up, right? And like no one messed up. Is like the
flow of
the flow of everything. It was just everything kind of went easy for us, but we were just behind and we couldn't make up that time. If I would have known that, man, I think our mindset would have been maybe a little bit different. Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Well, Todd, you were trying to stay positive. Ashlie, you're a little bit more pessimistic.
Well, that's the beauty of our relationship. When I go dark, she gets light, and then when she goes light, when I go dark, we're yin and yang like that. So we balance each other out really well.
Like we both can't be negative. So I will say I did even give him props. Like I told him, I was like, I'm so glad that you're positive, but like I'm not there yet, just because I knew we hadn't seen another team, and the pill of us being last was like hard for me to swallow. So
right. And we're so close, and I feel like it was so winnable, right, for all five of us, like any five teams, and it just didn't pan out. We just couldn't kick it into that.
It wasn't in the plan.
Wasn't in the cards.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking, like, when you guys arrived at the maypole and you saw Rob and Corey use their express pass, were you like, that could have been us?
Yes, and that's why that was us missing that express pass was the game changer. Yep. If we would have got that express pass, I think it would have looked a lot different for us. And so that's why I'm not really too upset at like losing based on like chance. Like we missed it. We missed it.
We made
that was our bad. Like if we would have got that,
or he missed it, not me.
Yeah. But we missed it. And so it's a thing where it's like I can't look anywhere else except at myself, right? Like we missed it. So that's kind of hard sometimes, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Does it help maybe a little bit that they didn't even win the leg? They used it and then they got lost.
Absolutely. I was like, I did my little like silent rejoicing when I was like, oh, they didn't get the first. But I will say they helped each other those teams. So part of me was like, we had a big conversation because Corey made a comment in Slovenia about no longer helping teams, and when Garrett was looking for something,
like that part when Steve and Annalie were on the bus and he's like, oh, we're not supposed to take a bus. I'm like, why'd you let him come on?
They could have been on the bus. That's not a subway.
yeah, let him take it. Get the penalty.
I wish that they didn't help each other, because then that would have helped us. But it is what it is. We nothing but love for everyone.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, you were saying like you guys did everything well this leg, because the time bunching allowed you guys to catch up, but you left the roadblock last, and then like that seemed to be it. Like you never saw another team. So can you pinpoint anything like that just kind of left? What was it?
Yeah, so getting into Sweden, we had to rush to the skydiving place, and so we got in a taxi cab. And we told the taxi cab like E4 North or E6 North, whatever the name of the highway was. And because we also showed him the name of the place, and he's like, oh, I know where it is. And so we're on our way, and I'm sitting there going, are we going north or south? We look at our compass, and we're going south. And so I tell him, hey, we're going the wrong way. And he disagrees with me, the taxi cab, and he gets on his phone and starts calling people. And so I jump up there and I type in his in center console on his navigation system, and it shows, oh yeah, you're going the wrong way. So we went about 7 minutes the wrong way, turn around 7 minutes back, and then we knew it was going to be pulling numbers, right? And so we get there, we pull number 4, right? And
Rob and Corey pull number 5. And so we, like, knowing that when we found out it was skydiving at the airport, I told Todd, like, we have to be at least 1 or 2 pulling those numbers, because I knew it was going to be like dropping in intervals.
Right.
So when Rob and Corey pulled 5, I knew like that was like it was an uphill battle after that.
Right.
So.
And skydiving, the first guy drops, and then the first guy drops, and then 15 minutes later the second team drops, and then 15 minutes later the third team drops. And so by the time the fourth team drops, you're 15, 30, 45 minutes behind.
Yeah. And then the guys behind you have the express pass. So
right. So it's like we were really in last. Being 4th with a 5th with the express pass, we were like technically in last, you know.
Well, Ashlie, you said you would go skydiving again. Have you guys done it again yet?
No, but I would absolutely love to. I will say that was the one thing I told Todd, like, I'm not doing on the race. Like, I don't care. You're not going to, like, I will not do it. You're going to do it. I'll take a penalty. As scared as I was, I completely am so proud of myself and so glad I did it. It was an experience that I will definitely pay to do again.
Well, it was great watching you guys, and so sad to see you guys go. Maybe you guys return one day, fingers crossed. So
yeah, that'd be nice.
The bag is still packed. I don't even think I washed my clothes yet. That's how ready I am.
You're ready to go.
I'm ready to
put it out there.
Yeah. Challenge USA. I want to get on the challenge.
All right, thanks guys. Have a good one.
Thank you so much.
Bye.